Hey, what's up everyone? Mendel here. Hope you are doing awesome and wonderful. And this guitar is loaded up with some special cool new pickups. These are the Fishman Highway 30 pickups. And for some apparent reason, I didn't know about them. But there's a reason for that, so I know the apparent reason. This is a collaboration between Fishman and Sweetwater. I'm going to continue talking about this, but first, if you love that heavy intro thingy, if you love the sound of it, the groove, then please subscribe, give me a thumbs up and hit that bell thing, that'd be much appreciated. Okay, having that said, back to the pickups. So like I said, these Fishman Highway 30 pickups is a collaboration between Sweetwater and Fishman. I think that's a first of its kind. I haven't heard about collaborations between like a big company and a pickup company to make like exclusive pickups. And by the way, this video is sponsored by Sweetwater, so thank you Sweetwater for sponsoring this video. But here's the main thing. These pickups sound absolutely incredible in my opinion. I'll stop talking for a bit, I'll just do some quick chugging because we're also going to compare these pickups to like the Mick Thompson ones and the original Fishman Classics. But take a listen to this. So I'm using the Lift Boost preset for my Tone Pack Volume 2. Link in the description box down below. Here we go. I mean, the low end. The thing, okay, here's the thing. So I put these pickups in this thing. I did some open D chord like I just did now. And there's this, hopefully you can hear it, some certain harmonic richness, which I absolutely adore. I absolutely love that. Now, having that said, don't expect these to sound like Fishman Moderns, like an active or like an EMG kind of voicing thing, like typical active pickup, because these are based on something else. Let me grab some info. So on the Sweetwater website, it says, leveraging Fishman's revolutionary Fluence multi-voice core, the Highway 30 bridge humbucker yields 3 distinct tonal destinations, because the US Highway 30 is like one of the most legendary roads in the US. The searing aggression of a hot-rodded humbucker, the focused punch of a high-output ceramic beast, and the warm, expressive soul of a vintage-voiced path. Meanwhile, the neck humbucker recreates the sound of a vintage-voiced path, supplies a crisp Sweetwater-exclusive humbucker voice, and gifts you with the enhanced presence and articulation of a single coil. So you could say that, I guess, when you hear PAF or PAF, you're not instantly thinking of modern metal. I'm a rock, I would say more like a modern metal guitar player. And I think most guitar players, they think of metal, they do like active voiced or like have these cool custom passive pickups, etc. Or like different brands. But when they hear PAF, that's more of a almost boomer thing. And I think, personally, that shouldn't be the case. I think PAF pickups or like pickups based on older, like 70s pickups can be very cool for metal as well. I even used the Fishman Classics on the Aborted album, Terror Vision, like when you listen to Deep Red or The Final Absolution. That's a Fishman Classic. It sounds so rich. So let's go through the voices. So this is voice 1. This is voice 2. And this is voice 3. Let me do some upper fretboard riffing. Back on voice 1. Voice 2. Voice 3. Now they are pretty close to each other. I think the second voice sounds a bit more less bassy, I think, a bit more mid-forward. Again, voice 1. Voice 2. Now I think it's more muddy. Voice 3. Now let's compare these pickups to the original pickups I had in here, the Fishman McThompson and the original Fishman Classics. Here we go. Now there's one thing I immediately noticed. Hopefully you did as well. Comparing the Classics to the Highway 30. Compared to the Highway 30, the Classics on Voice 1 have this almost a not pleasant highness, at least playing through my guitar tone. It's a bit bitey, but when I was listening first to that and then going to the Highway 30 pickups, it was almost like it was more even, a tiny less highs, a bit more mid-focused, a bit more bark, which is very pleasant to my ears, which plays very pleasantly and sounds very pleasantly in the mix, if you ask me. What did you think? Let me know down in the comments. Like out of those three, which one is your favorite? Listening to the McThompson one, especially the first voice, less low end, more brightness like a typical active pickup. I did think the second voice on the McThompson one is a bit more low-endy, more deep, like chugging wise. It feels, I almost want to say more pleasant, even though in the past year I've been using the active voice the most. And of course the third voice on the bridge pickup, because we're mainly focusing on the bridge pickup. I am gonna play some neck stuff just on this guitar now. Let's do, just for fun, some lead stuff, and let's check out the neck pickup on this thing. I'm gonna play some lead stuff on the neck pickup as well, and some cleans, and then we're gonna round up this video. Here we go. Let's do a cool lick and then I'll switch between the voices. So voice 1. Voice 2. Voice 3. Voice 2. Voice 1. Okay, let's play some cleans. 2, 3. Ooh, okay, I really like that single coil on the neck. Two, 1. I think for clean, my opinion again, 2 and 1 are perhaps a bit too dark for my taste. But that single coil, that's some good sweetness. Alright, so end verdict. These pickups won't leave my guitar for a while. I think, if you ask me, these pickups do a Les Paul, and not only a Les Paul, but in my case, this Les Paul, really justice. Really good. It has that vintage bark. Like I said, the harmonic richness in this thing. I know it's not as tight as a typical active voice or an active pickup, but I could, for example, use like a precision drive pedal in front of my amp and get like a tighter tone. But like I said it in multiple videos, I know I don't want to bore your head off, but it's inspiring. I put these pickups in. That's why I wrote those riffs of the intro song. It's inspiring. They look cool in this guitar, I have to be honest. And it just feels right. It just makes me happy when I do stuff like... that kind of stuff. It makes me happy when I just do this. Just that. It's just fun to play. So I dig these pickups. That's my end verdict. What do you think? What kind of pickups do you like? Let me know that in the comments. And what do you think of these pickups? Again, let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe. I almost spit there, but don't forget to subscribe. Hit that belly thing. Give me a thumbs up. And you know what? See you next time. Cheers.